Good. Hello?
Alright, hello.
There he is.
Okay, I'm a bit late. I had so much stuff to do.
It's okay.
Stressful. Last day before lockdown in Germany.
Oh,
So I
okay.
had,
You guys going full lockdown?
yeah, it's starting tomorrow, so I had to buy a new headset. The old one somehow crashed.
Okay.
Software didn't work. And yeah, I had to find a solution.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Well,
so fast as I can, I got my head
ja,
time finally. Thank you for waiting, by the way.
ja, kein Problem.
Oh, you even talk in German, nice.
Ja, selbstverständlich.
Nice. Cool.
Nice. What would you say? Krass? For cool?
Last.
Krass?
Klasse.
Klasse, ja, stimmt.
Klasse.
Okay. Also, heute. No, let's do this in English because otherwise the YouTube viewers are gonna be very, very confused, and the people at home. So, you've been playing for 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, I just started the game. I played Pre-Big Bang before all the time. So private servers. Just for the rush, first 200, first boss runs every time. Same cycle. So in the end I decided to play Reboot.
Okay.
So the next step.
Yeah,
playing a
the
new game
logical
is
progression.
totally new for me. So I watched so many videos and I learned a lot.
Okay.
And the thing is, right now, my goal is hitting one shot in Arcana maps. But I'm not sure what to cube first, or which damage should I go, which equips. Goal is so fast as I can. One shot Arcana.
So, what is the goal for this character?
Hitting one shot on Arcana, that's it.
That's it?
I just want to farm money for my Night Lord. The Night Lord gonna be my main. And yeah. So right now I'm doing dailies on my Night Lord and dailies on Kanna.
Okay, very good.
So
Yeah,
getting,
the symbol
getting the
dailies.
symbols,
Yeah.
potential scrolls, yeah, a bunch of dailies. Wait, let me send you actually all my dailies. Check out.
Oh, you have a list?
Yeah, I have a list.
Die deutsche Gründlichkeit is coming up. We love spreadsheets over here, don't worry. You're right at home. Is it Gründlichkeit or Gründlichkeit?
Gründlichkeit.
Gründlichkeit? Okay. Daily quests. I go from the balance trees.
Yeah, I'm doing Arcane River on both accounts, both characters. I mean, Commercy on my Night Lord only. Get the best chip or both, ever. Then the and broadcast, 7 runs. Monster Park daily, then Ursus.
Do you have extra maple points for that?
Nope.
Oh, because then you can only do 2 runs.
Yeah, I
Right?
mean Monster Park 7 runs and broadcast
2.
times.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And you garden on both accounts, both characters, and go looks. I getting carried by one friend every day, so I can get my coins faster.
Okay.
On both characters. Then I do the Damien and Lotus weekly quests on both characters.
Okay.
And bosses only on my Night Lord.
So you already add Damien and Lotus on the Night Lord?
Yes.
Okay. Soloing or like
daily.
Oh, okay.
Just trying to get equips ready before I start cubing. So I planned right around 2-3 months. Get my equips ready on Night Lord and at the same time progress on Kanna. So
Yeah.
maybe in 2 months I could actually make money and farm my Night Lord.
Yeah, like the Arcana can be full farming, Night Lord can be like
Full-
soloing, Lotus
full
Damien.
farming, yeah. So I can start cubing on my Night Lord at the time. I
Okay.
got my equips ready.
And then by
Start
that
for
time,
cubing.
Yeah. And then your arcane power will be at a good point where you can start training hardcore, and then you can take advantage of Assassin's Mark. And the main thing will be moving over extra boost nodes as well, right? Boost nodes are probably going into Arcana first now.
The next thing about boost nodes. I feel so unlucky at the moment. I looking right now for the I think it was Shikigami. Shikigami hunting, Tengu Strike.
Yeah.
And Exo Charm.
Yes, Exorcist
that's
Charm.
The best node for me, farming, right?
Boss is also good.
The thing is, I don't plan to boss at all. Just farming, straight farming.
No, I mean there's a skill called boss, like Ghost Boss Yaksha, the big summon, the red one.
Oh yeah.
That's also a good skill. But it depends on what map you're going on. So in some of the in general, what's really good also about Kanna is that you have summons, so you put them down somewhere and then they will kill a part of the map and you don't have to worry about that part of the map. So people who do more like a lazy style, they put down the summons and then they stay in one spot and just spam Exorcist Charm there, and then you cover like 95% of the 95% of the map. And then another way is to not rely on your summons as much, but more move around and use Tengu, and then have the Tengu's summons like fly through the map, maybe diagonally, maybe because of a teleport of the map, and then hitting all of the monsters because of that. And that's more of an active way of farming. So depending on what map you go and which strategy you do, either the boss could be a bit more important or the Tengu can be a bit more important.
Okay, so what will be best skills for Arcana endgame? If I would active farming.
Then I think you need well, you're probably going to need 2 sets of boost nodes. It's going to be more. So the best ones would be to have Shikigami hunting, Exorcist Charm, Tengu, boss, and then the thing is, I don't know if it's a good idea to level up Yosuzume.
Okay.
Because if Yosuzume starts killing faster, you'll have less chance of triggering Night Ghost Guide, which will mean that your uptime for your Kishin will go down.
Yeah, right. I don't really need it, right? One shot anyways.
Yeah, and if you... Well, so... Yeah, I think you'll have more chance that it hits something and doesn't one-shot, and then the monster will still die very quickly before the respawn, but you'll have 1 or 2 chances that Yosuzume hits, and then that might trigger Night Ghost Guide, and then it'll increase your Kishin. So maybe it's better to not boost that one.
Oh.
So that's 4 skills so far, I think.
4 skills, yeah. 4 skills.
What's the other one we usually talk about? Forgetting one.
Do we actually need Kishin?
Oh yeah, and people do Kishin as well. Yeah, but then Kishin starts killing faster. That Kishin cannot trigger Night Ghost Guide, so it's fine if you boost it. Basically what it means is that a part of the map that you cannot really get to easily on your rotation, you put Kishin or the boss there, and then those summons can kill the boss, kill those monsters while you kill all the other ones, basically. So that will increase your overall rank, and then if you're running around to loot everything, the places where your summons are that are always killing, there's going to be a lot of money there to loot. Yeah, so Kishin, I guess, what could you put in the 6th slot instead? Honestly, maybe you could put in Vanquisher Charm so you can kill elites a little bit easier. You know Vanquisher Charm, right? The key down?
Yeah.
I think if you level up that one, you'll kill the elites a little bit faster if they're in your map, so it's less downtime for farming. That's probably better than getting Yosuzume leveled up. The other possibility will be to add like a 3rd set of boost nodes maybe much later. Because I don't know if you saw in KMS, they're changing it so that when you die, you no longer lose experience.
Yeah, I saw that already. I watched your stream last time, and so at one point it's gonna happen anyways, and I will change to Night Lord and stop farming on my Kanna.
Yeah,
so
Night Lord will be a very good farmer as well.
So you got like 6 months to farm on Kanna. I think that's a lot of time to progress on Night Lord.
For sure.
Getting a lot of mesos, and yeah, when this point gonna happen, I start with Night Lord.
Yeah. The thing is,
grinding.
It might
So
still
it's
be
like
good
tempting.
to. It might still be good to have the Kanna as like the secondary that can also make money because once you run out of totems for your Night Lord, then the mobbing there will be very bad, and you probably won't really like to mob right without totems. So at that point,
Okay.
you might still have like the Kanna backup, and then the Kanna will just slowly level up to higher level areas. You can still get decent rates, right? And you will have invested a bunch of money and time already. And if you keep doing the symbol dailies a little bit here and there, then you can still move on to higher level areas, and then it can still support you.
Yeah, true. I mean, I can think about it later.
Yep. And it can also have more value as like a as an alternate. Like let's say if a party needs help with a Kanna and you help with your Kanna, just because you have like max domain, and if you know the mechanics, that's all you need. You don't really need that much damage, right? And then maybe because you help them with the Kanna, maybe they will help you on your Night Lord and get you in a party there, so you can kind of use it to exchange favors as well.
Nice.
Or to maybe exchange carries with for your other characters a little bit more. You know, if someone needs CRA, they get CRA for you on a character. You help it, but you get it for them on your Kanna. Because once your Kanna is like 240 plus and is one-shotting an Arcana, as long as you have a little bit of boss damage and IED, you'll be able to kill CRA very quickly too. But IED will be the main thing there. But yeah, I mean, with links, and if your Legion is a bit bigger, then that shouldn't be a huge problem.
Okay, right now, the thing is, Zero's coming out tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Zero.
Yeah, and Beasthammer. I don't know if you have
My
that.
plan is to get 0 to 200 first because of 10% Legion XP.
Yep.
And then we're getting second burning event as well.
Yeah, the 23rd, 1 week after.
Okay. Probably going for Phantom for the crit damage.
Crit rate, yeah.
Crit rate, sorry. Crit
Yes,
rate,
yeah, no problem.
Because I think I have to make 100% crit on Kanna, right?
On most classes it's important. On Kanna, maybe a little bit less than usual because your summons cannot crit. So if you're relying on high base damage,
boss.
yeah, boss and Kishin will not do summon them crit damage, and I think domain doesn't either. So there's like a lot of stuff. You need to get your base damage up better. The crit will help, you know, on Tengu, and will help if you're attacking like elites and bosses and stuff, but that's pretty much it. So it's not as high of a priority. But still, the Phantom Link is very high priority for your Legion overall, because you'll give crit to all your other characters, and then your Legion will grow very fast because of it.
Okay. Next step to the equips. Should I change anything? Or can I keep it and just cube?
Well, probably. Just to sit on the matrix a little bit. Have you distributed your matrix points that you have left over here?
Yep, already did.
Okay, okay. And then I would focus on, yeah, once you get your boost nodes, to prioritize your boost nodes over some of the skills you have, like, I think speed infusion.
Yeah, I'm trying every day, but I'm lucky at the moment.
Yeah.
I can't get those nodes. So yeah, I keep grinding and trying.
Which of the skills do you have in a leveled up slot right now?
I think they're unleveled at the moment. Yeah, they are unleveled. Still got my points and waiting for nodes.
Oh yeah, because you could just level up a slot now and take advantage.
I only got 5 on the holy symbol.
Yeah, exactly. If you just level up 3 other slots to max level, then the nodes will already be stronger now, and then later you can just move around to which node is in which slot, so you'll be able to take advantage of the slots. So the matrix points level up just where you put it, but then you can always switch them around as long as the skills are off cooldown. And then the priority in general is to use your boost nodes to put in the leveled up slots. But of course, if you don't have your boost node yet that you want, then it's not really useful to do that. Otherwise, the priority would probably be Holy Symbol, like you're already doing, and then would be your Ona, your Ice Lady, and then your Domain, of course, because Domain is very good to level. And then besides that, I'm not sure which one would be super important, but eventually you'll want to move your boost nodes into the leveled up slots. Free extra levels. Yeah, prioritize your thing. You can probably disassemble the bind, honestly, because you have 2 binds in your kit, and you're not going to be bossing much. So the Urda Nova ones that you have, you can disassemble those.
Okay. What about Ghost Yaksha?
Yeah, that one's a really good one. And if it levels, the uptime also goes up, and it doesn't consume mana.
Like 60 seconds damage all the time in the map.
Yeah, the uptime goes up, and every time it's up, you also use less mana, so you can really spam everything and you never run out. So that one is useful to level up. Domain is more important because of the duration, and then the Ice Lady is like second, basically. And Holy Symbol, kind of, yeah. Those are like the three most important ones. Also, when you go bossing, it's very important. Or if you know later, if it comes down to it, if you use the lady summon, I don't know her fucking name, and then you put down domain, and then you hold down Vanquisher Charm, you can just burst and charge a full domain in like just the 10 seconds of Vanquisher Charm, and then everyone can start attacking. Makes it very quick to get a charged domain. It's a very useful combo.
I don't know if I'm gonna.
Yeah, no, it's good to keep your options open, but yeah, it's fine if it's not the goal. We'll take it into account that it's not the initial goal with the character. Okay. For before we get to the equips, for your Legion and your links, do you have like a? Did you see my command with the information? Yeah, I have a grid that I made that has all of the buffs that all of the characters give. You already know about Zero, so I'm assuming you're already doing some research.
Oh yeah. I already checked it. Yeah.
Yeah. So as long as you follow that general order, like with the Phantom next and everything, then all of your next characters will be very fast. In general, I would advise to get every character to 140. That's when you get one more rank in the board. It'll go to rank S, and that's when you get more member bonus. Usually just by killing Zakum every day, and then that's it. I wouldn't do anything.
Oh wait, upgrade my Legion, like the slots on board, getting more slots.
Being able to put more characters in, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now you can put 9 characters in, so you have room for 4 more. And then when it fills up, what you have to do is you have to rank up your Legion. So once you get to 1,000, you'll have to spend your coins to rank it up. It'll go to rank 2, and then you can put 1 extra character in. So yeah, you would. Sorry?
Oh, I get those coins.
So the coins, you get them in 2 ways. There's a daily quest from Dame Appropriation. It's like the NPC, this one. You can see on stream.
Yep.
She has 2 daily quests to kill wyverns. And to do that, you go here, you go to Manage a Legion, and then you go to the Legion Raid. And here, that's where those wyverns, where they like fly around. So you kill 100 of the normal ones, and then the gold ones spawn as well. You kill 20 of the gold ones. And then when you're done...
weekly quest or daily?
Daily, that's a daily quest. So in total, it's 30 coins per day. That's really good.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And then, yeah, afterwards you have to hand them in again with her, and then you get your 30 coins. And like you see also, you also pick up the coins that you get passively. So that's the other way you get coins. And the passive coins you get are from this number, from the Legion Raid power. So the more characters you have in, and the more Legion Raid power they have, the more you get passive coins as well. And you have to go... Right now, if you go in, you'll get 138 coins that you have saved up. You see that here? That's the coins available. So those are the ones that you get from the Legion Raid power. And if you hover over it, it'll also see how many coins you can hold at one time. I think it's maybe 300 for you, maybe 500. If you hit that max, you'll get a pop-up like you reached max coins. You got to go pick them up. If you don't do that, then you don't get any extra passive coins until you pick them up. But if you do the daily every day, then it'll pick up way before you max out. So. And then if you check this, you can see how expensive it is to... oh, not this one. How expensive it is to rank up, and to and what the benefits are from ranking up. So the names are a little bit different, but oh, here you can see the sizes of the pieces. So this is why I would advise to go up to 140 and then kind of stop there, because you see all the pieces get 1 bigger, so you'll have way more coverage in the grid with the same amount of pieces. And then where's the other thing? Oh, so here are the names of the here's what the ranks look like. And then here you can see how much it costs. So for your next upgrade, it's going to cost 120 coins, which you already have. Nice. And then you'll go from 9 to 10. And you can do that when you have level 1000 in total. So you can see every 500 you can get the next upgrade. It's always one extra character, except when you go from a multiple of 2.5 to the next one. So 2.5 to 3, you get 5 extra characters. So that's a really big, important one. And then 5 to 5.5, you go from 22 to 27. And then 7.5 to 8, you go from 31 to 36. Those are very important. But you see, it gets more and more expensive to upgrade. But as you get more characters in there, you will get more passive coins. So the Legion raid power that you have is a combination of the level of the character and their Star Force as well. But the level is the most important. So if you have a little bit of Star Force, it helps. But yeah, mainly getting those extra 20 levels and just getting a bunch more characters is important. So just making a lot of characters.
Okay.
And it's the top, the 40 characters in your account with the highest level, their levels will count towards this total level in the Legion. So let's say you already have 40 characters and the lowest is level, let's say level 60, that's the lowest level before it counts. And you make a new character and you get it to level 20, the levels won't go up. Only when you go to 61, it'll replace the other one, and then your level will go up by 1 only. So it always just takes the top 40. Yeah. So, but until you reach 40, it's always easier to just make a new character and get 60 free levels, right? Than to get a character that's already 120 and get it to 180, right? But both give you 60 levels. So in the beginning, it's all about just making a lot of characters.
The thing is, what's better? Starting with Kanna, like continue hitting 235, or starting with Legion?
Yeah, I like doing a little bit of everything. So if you're going like super hard on Arcana, taking maybe a little step back and then going a bit harder on the Legion, like doing a little bit of a combination of everything. If you just feel like grinding on Arcana one day, then just go on Arcana and just fuck Legion. But if you don't really feel like it, then do a little bit of Legion, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then before you know it, you'll be at 2k Legion, 3k, 4k. And the best thing is once your Legion starts going, you also get the link skills. And then every new character, if you put the links in the Legion to your new character, it'll be so much stronger that it'll get way faster with every new character that you make. Especially once you hit 3k. Once you get that, once you get those 5 extra characters in. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention. So starting at 2,000, with every 1,000, also your grid gets a little bit bigger. So you start expanding into the outside stats. So at 2,000, your grid will get like this shape. And then 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, you'll have the whole grid available. And that's when you can start adding stats to critical damage and stuff. And that's when new character and crit rate and crit damage, that will make new characters very, very strong to level up. And then if you start bossing on the Night Lord, you'll add like ignore defense and boss damage to do more boss damage. So yeah, there's lots of value to come from Legion. But yeah, I would say find a balance within the dailies. If you already did all your dailies and you have a bunch of time left, but you don't feel like doing anything difficult, make a new character, easy levels. If you're pressed for time, then just ignore it for that day, I guess. If you do a little bit regularly, you'll notice that it starts snowballing very quickly.
Okay. Alright, about equips.
Yes.
Should I start with int % or meso and item %?
So yeah, the most important is to get magic attack. So everywhere you can get that. This is your Haku fan, right? With 7% magic attack, 13 dex.
That's my Haku fan.
Oh yeah, because it's grayed out. Yeah, okay. And then you have the Tyrant Cape with HP, MPA, 3% down there. And your... Okay, so your emblem is going to be the most important one. That one has like HP and intellect, which that both gives you stats, but emblems are where your magic attack also comes from. So getting magic attack there is going to be very important to get your damage up by a lot. Even just one line of 9% now will give you way more than what this gives you. And your weapon is probably more up here. Here. 7% int and 4% magic. Oh yeah, that's probably better than just one line. Oh, you got an okay flame on that, even though that's pretty hard to do. Okay. Doof, doof, doof. So you're gonna keep this because you're gonna get close to Abzo soon, right? And then you'll move into the weapon anyway.
Thing is, I'm not sure if I should move to Abzo weapon.
The big benefit of Abzo is that you get the same tier as Sweetwater. The base stats are higher, and you have flame advantage. Do you know about flame advantage?
Yeah.
So that'll give you
more flames.
Sorry, what do you say?
Boss equips, giving you more flames.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different names for it. Some people say boss flames, KMS flames, flame advantage. Like it all means the same thing basically. It just means that you have a different set of potential of how good the flame can be, basically, depending on the quality, if you're in one category or not in it, basically. But yeah, basically what that will mean is that if you go for a tier 6, which is very decently available, on the fan, on the Absolab fan, that's around 100 magic attack. It's like 98 or something. And the base magic attack is also quite a bit higher. So I think just a tier 6. And then you can also go harder on the star forcing because that item will be more permanent on you. So I think the total magic attack. Does anyone have like a 17 star or something? Tier 6 Absolab fan. I would guess that you would probably be closer to like 420 something. What does my Kanna have? Oh, I probably have fake. I have all the fake Absolab ones. Oh, mine is 388, and it has a very low tier fan. So it would be like 440, 450 magic attack. So basically 50% more than the current one. So you can commit to that way higher. And then with the potential, you would commit more as well, right? You would go to unique or maybe to legendary, get your magic attack. And that would take a lot of stress off of all of your other accessories. And then you can just safely go into meso, obtain, and drop rate without needing to also get a lot of stat together with that or to get all of your other equips, like very high percentages.
So what would be the first thing? Meso percent, item percent, or damage?
Do you feel like you're getting magic attack on the emblem, that one will be very important. You can even get it to legendary because emblem will stay with you forever, so that's like a very safe thing to upgrade. Let's see, because you have magic attack there and there. What's your kill speed right now? Do you feel like you need to hit all the monsters 20 times, or do they die pretty quickly?
It's like fast right now.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and that's without really your boost nodes coming into play yet, right?
Yeah. Boost nodes
so once the
way fast.
Exactly. So at that point, it wouldn't be you going to a higher level, stronger monsters, but your arcane power is going up, your boost nodes come in, so your kill speed won't go down that much. So it's probably best to go for drop rate and meso first. Meso first and then drop rate. You know about the difference with like drop rate and meso obtain?
Yeah. 108.
Yeah. So ideal would be 4 lines of drop and 5 lines of meso. And then if they can also have 1 line of like intellect along with it, that would be, that would be great, right? Or a line of all stat or something. Just a little bit of intellect along with it, then, because that really adds up over all the accessories together. So I would prioritize that like after the emblem. And then I would probably save up to make sure that when you get to Abzo, you can make the weapon really strong. And that's going to be another big, huge damage boost.
Next question.
Yeah?
Do I really need Abzo gear for that?
You don't really need to, but if you're not going for Abzo gear, then you need to upgrade all the other stuff way more. And it would be, like financially, it wouldn't be efficient. Even if you just get one Abzo weapon as your main weapon, like I said, you can easily get like 140 or something magic attack out of that. And that will be such a huge increase that it'll make it so that all your other stuff doesn't have to be upgraded as much. So I would advise to get at least one Abzo weapon.
thing is, currently I saving all those items outside for my stint.
Yeah,
That's why I don't waste it Arcana. So
yeah,
I'm
but
not sure.
no, I get that, but I mean, I assure you that's not a waste. It's just the investment. It's a little bit of a detour, but your Kana will get to the point where you can go to the higher level areas and kill quickly. In total, in less money. It'll take a little bit more time because you have to make one extra item. But it will, in total, you'll get to the finish line faster. But yeah, just one. It's the most efficient, just as your main weapon on the character. And then you can move this one that you have as your weapon to your secondary to get a little bit more magic attack from the Haku buff. Because I don't think that one has a flame, right?
I got a flame on Haku, but it's really bad.
Really, yeah. It's normal. It's Sweetwater. It's always gonna have like a bad flame, right? Although your main
Flame
weapon
on the
one,
weapon is decent.
yeah, it's actually, considering that Sweetwater is actually pretty good, yeah. Because the high base stats.
Then I talked about replacements, equips.
Yes.
You check my equips right now. My idea was to get reinforced Golux set. So change my belt, Ayame belt, and earring, and get reinforced. So I got 3 sets. Reinforced.
Yeah.
And another ring will be cracked gold.
So now you're using.
And then I will replace Greed Pendant with Dominator from Arcane.
Well, a Dominator, if you get it, right? It's a very low, probably with a Mechanator first, I'm guessing.
I already got it, yeah.
Yeah, Dominator is pretty hard to get. Yeah. The Greed Pendant does have 20% increase for equipment drop rate.
Yeah, equips.
Which could be, I mean, could get you more symbols. But with the main thing, like if you get the weapon and you upgrade the other things like your CRA well, and specifically your like your emblem, and maybe going a bit harder on your secondary after that, with all that magic attack and the arcane power and the boost nodes, then it should be okay to just have like one line on most of your stuff, and that would be good enough. So like min-maxing on which accessories exactly get those lines is not as important. It's more important to have those other things in order. And like yeah, with like the Abso weapon and then the emblem and the secondary. That's where way more of your damage will come from.
And the thing about superior items from Golux, I think it takes way too long for Kanna.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
I decided just go for Reinforce.
Yeah, if you can get the drops from Helix or something, then yeah, just wear those. Because the set bonus, you're only going for the 3 set bonus anyway, and the 3 set bonus is still really good.
The earrings, belt, and ring.
Yep.
And then I could actually replace pendant maybe later. The other pendant.
Yeah, you could potentially, yeah. So you would end up with reinforced ring, and then silver blossom ring, and then kind of treasure ring, and then the event ring. Are you getting that on the Kanna? Or on the Night Lord? Yeah. Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
I think I just keep Iron Cape.
Yeah, for sure. You keep Iron Cape. So if you want to upgrade that one more, you can. You could definitely get it to Epic, maybe to Unique, get like at least 9% intellect on there. But it'll be like after the...
After the Mesogear.
Yeah, so yeah, Emblem first, then Mesogear, then the weapon, then upgrading the secondary, and then what we're talking about after that is like things like the Cape and your CRA. You can get those up to Unique and get more intellect on it, yeah.
What about the Pencilier Mage Gloves?
Yeah, the gloves and shoes are very awkward. For gloves, there are like 8 or 9 different gloves. They're all just pretty similar. and they're all like not crazy good and not very much better than others. What you could try, your ID is probably like really low now, right? 36, oof. Have you ever tried if you can do normal Empress?
I got a friend, he could carry me easily.
Because Empress drops these coupons that you can exchange for Eclipse, and they're level 140, but they have flame advantage. So if you throw a few flames on that, you should very easily be able to get like a glove with like 60 extra intellect or something, and that'll be way stronger than this. And then you can just keep that for like ever.
That's what I thought yesterday. The last options.
Yeah, there's like 12 different options or something for gloves, but yeah, if you get anything with flame advantage and you get an okay flame, then that's pretty much the best you can get until Abzo gloves, basically.
Yeah, thing is, I don't want to waste points on Abzo, the Kanna.
Yeah, exactly. The weapon, I think, is important enough, but for the other ones, I agree, we can do without that for sure.
So I have to get the weapon only, the Abzo weapon.
Yeah, I would get for the main weapon, because that's just too big. It's too much magic attack that you would gain. And that would also make it that the percentage magic attack you get on all the other items will be more efficient, so...
And my hub can be Sweetwater, right?
Yeah, it can be Sweetwater, but then you would have to tier it up and then probably get also to Legendary, try 2 lines magic attack.
Alright.
So you have the pendants, shoes, CRA. What is your cup flame right now? Oh, it's 7% off that. Nice. It's not endgame, but that's always nice to see. You don't see 7% all stat very much. What you'll notice when you're flaming, that you have like a lot of flames that are very similar because HP and MP will add a lot.
Yeah. So many HP flames.
Yeah.
Do I have to upgrade my flames later?
Well, oh, by the way, I would keep your pants for a while because that's already 12%. One main thing is like if you're going to try to not upgrade for a tier of potential, but try to upgrade for a percentage, right? For a certain potential. So if you hit that percentage or very close to it in a lower tier, then just keep it and move on to the next item, right? Don't spend a lot of money to upgrade when you already... Like, if you were going to settle for 9 or 12 in Epic and you have these pants already, then yeah, you never want to spend money to tier up, right? That would be a waste. Sorry, what did you ask before?
I think that's it.
You're talking about something with the weapon.
I asked you about the Sweetwater.
Oh yeah, okay.
What was it?
Fuck, I thought you said something else. I interrupted you. Oh yeah, about increasing your flames.
Oh yeah.
I think it would you probably mainly redirect your flames to your Night Lord, specifically once you have Abzo, because Abzo has really, really good potential for flames. So you want to get really good flames on that. The main thing I would flame is the Abzo weapon once you get it. You want to get at least tier 6 magic attack on that. That's important. Other than that, no, as long as it gives you something, as long as all of it gives you something, I would just try with that and then see how your kill speed is and if you can make good rates. And then if you can, you know, spend as little as possible, right? And then if you do find that you need to upgrade, yeah, then just go by the item that still has the greatest potential to upgrade their flame. I think your cape probably has the best. It has HP and MP, but like no intellect, no all stats. So
just HP.
It'll be, yeah. I mean, I guess you just calculate the flame scores, right, for late game, and see if you see any item that has like way lower than another one. But because the numbers are so out, it's really hard for me to tell as well if one item is really has way more potential than another. Maybe the cup, maybe, but I think you'll do your pants flame and probably your hat flame first. Probably, because those are flame advantage on level 150. After the weapon, I think. Yeah, and then maybe some of the accessories. Looking at your belt will be not flame advantage. Maybe your if you switch the pendant to a Mechanator or Dominator, then those will probably be decent level. That's probably a good flame target. But yeah, other than that, focus more on getting like 9% intellect on everything.
Okay, so I can replace this greed pendant or keep it.
Honestly, you can choose. I think it doesn't matter much if you switch it or not. It'll be a little bit of Star Force, a little bit of stat. All the little bits help, but it's never going to be like one item. If you switch a greed pendant for like a Mechanator, I don't think that's ever going to be really the difference if you get like 50 mil extra an hour or something. It's like a very small one thing. What you just want to be careful for is that you don't make this choice with the greed pendant on every single equip, because then it's going to add up. But as long as it's just one item. Because the other thing is that we don't really know if equipment drop rate, if that really works and exists. I've heard, but I haven't really had it confirmed, but I've heard that people have tried to data mine and look for equipment drop rate, but didn't find that it existed anywhere. So that it probably works just as a line of drop, people assume at this point. So if that's true, then you're basically getting a free line of drop, right? But yeah, I'm not 100% sure if that's how it works. But yeah, like I said, boost nodes, arcane power, and then all of the magic attack together. That's gonna really be the biggest important thing for your damage.
Okay, we'll think about the weapon for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to wait like how long? 5 more weeks again?
Yeah, it's a lot of gathering of those little items.
5
Take
weeks.
a while. It used to be faster when it was dailies, like you could get the total amount faster, but you had to work harder for every single item, so it was a little bit of a give and take. Do you have any third character that's maybe close to doing it, or?
Nope, only 2 characters.
Oh yeah, okay. That makes sense if you're this early in the game, by the way. It's actually already good that you have 2 characters that can do it. Usually people just have 1.
Yeah, maybe on 0 and Phantom. When I get them to 200.
Yeah, 0 should be very fast. Starts at 100, and I think the storyline gets you to like 180 or something. I heard people say, so it is possible that maybe that one gets there. It would speed it up a lot. Is there any equip that we didn't talk about yet?
I started to cube my Silver Blossom Ring. It's 18% and 6% HP.
Yeah, I saw that.
Should I keep it for now and start cubing the next item? Or should I go 4%?
Yeah, I would just go one item at a time and go like straight up to legendary and get your meso and your drop, and then move on meso or drop, and then move on to the next one.
So going step by step. Okay.
Yeah, because as soon as you get one meso obtained, then you immediately increase your rates of how much you're making for the next. And you decrease the amount of time needed to get the next item done, right?
Yeah.
One thing that we didn't talk about yet is your inner ability. I think it would be very good to try to get meso obtained there as well.
So after I get legendary, I stop and get those what's it called? Those things in cash up.
Yeah, usually people roll to unique and then use circulators to go from there to legendary. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And then you can use more circulators to try to get your meso obtained, or you can make it so, or you can roll with your honor experience, whichever one you have the most of, and whichever one is like the least risky. If there's an event, then you can roll cheaper. But we had one very recently, so there's a good chance that it'll take a little bit before we have another one. But yeah, if you roll with circulators and you hit meso obtain, then you will always hit the highest amount. You'll always hit 20%. With the other ones, there's some variance.
Right. So I keep my weapon, the Haku, exchange for Abso weapon. And
yeah,
the rest can stay, right? Just cube it.
If you exchange your main weapon for Haku, then you can use the one you have now and give that one to Haku, switch it out, and then upgrade that later. Most of the rest can pretty much stay, yeah. Like the glove probably, right? Probably switch out the glove.
Yeah, getting the Cygnus glove shoes.
Yeah, and then you were gonna switch to reinforced, so you're switching the earring, the belt, and
Earring,
adding the ring.
And the ring, yeah.
And then you need to add one more ring, right? Instead of this one.
The cracked.
Yeah, the cracked. Yeah, or you can get the NLC if you already have a cracked ring. Then that's fine. Or you can get the ring in NLC. It's very quickly to get. It's like treasure hunter ring or something.
Yeah, but I think they change it. I think it takes longer to get the ring.
Wait, is that true? Did someone in chat? Have you guys gotten the treasure hunter ring recently? I thought it was quickly to get. Maybe you're confusing with the oh god, I want to say Blackheart, but that's not the name. There's like a ring in Crimson Forest too, but that's not the one I mean. It's like in NLC. There's a quest in NLC. Yeah, someone says it's 3 quests and you kill like a total of 600 mobs and it's ready. Yeah, not the Blackgate ring.
Blackgate, yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean that one, but it's like it's a gold band. It's level 120 and you can Star Force and enhance it. It's a.
Wait, 50 minutes?
Yeah, someone says. Yeah, Treasure Hunter John. Yeah, if you look for that, you will find it. I think that's the easiest ring to get. And that'll fill up your ring slots.
Actually, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, when you're pendant. Yeah, then I think you have, yeah, then you have everything. If you could get, yeah, maybe a little bit of a drop rate possible from your, from some familiars if you open them up. All the little bits will help there because you're going to be on this character for a long time, so you want to get as many nodes as possible, right?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe some...
Going for max level nodes, right? 60.
Yeah, max level is 60, yeah. And usually it's 10 from the 2 slots and then 25 from the 2 max nodes in the 2 slots. Is usually how you get 60, yeah.
Okay, about nodes again. The first node should be Exo, Shikigami, and Tengu, right?
Probably, but if you have as many slots as you have, if you like widen your scope a little bit of how many, because you need multiple nodes anyway, right? You're gonna need like 4 boost nodes. So if you look a little bit wider, you'll have way more options that come up, and then way more nodes will become possible best in slot nodes. You definitely want to focus more on the ones that you already have the most of, right? So that you can level it up the highest. So prioritize having those as part of your 4, but you want to really widen from just looking for 2 boost nodes with those 3 skills to looking for 4 boost nodes instead with like the 6 skills. That way you'll have an easier time finding the 4, and then once you have them, then you can lock in, extract everything else, and then start hardcore leveling those.
Okay, what else?
Eclipse, Legion. Yeah, so crit rate isn't that important. Oh yeah, we could do the... Because for the hyperstats, well, you're basically going damage, intellect. One thing, I guess, I don't know if you have many points in there, but for Arcane Power, you can also put points in Arcane Power.
There's 10 points in.
Okay. 10, okay. There's, you can also put in Mana. Have you seen that one?
Oh.
Yeah, there's DF, TF, PP Mana is like all of the non-MP stats, basically. If you level that up, you'll increase how much mana you have on your Kana. That can be useful as well. If you put some levels in that. Yeah, all the other stuff, crit rate, crit damage, ignore defense, boss damage. It's all not super important for Kana, so it makes sense that you have it distributed like that, honestly.
Actually, didn't know about it.
Yeah, it's yeah, because a lot of classes don't have MP, so they wanted to make sure that they have something to get the same kind of effect of having more more magical resource. So that's why they added that.
Added 4 points in.
Yep. Especially if you're smashing a lot of skills. Tengu can sometimes act weird where it activates like 3 or 4 times in a row and then it just eats like 80 mana or something. That can be and then now you'll have a little bit of a buffer that you can still use other skills. So that's fine. Oh yeah, we talked about invulnerability. Oh yeah, do you when you're training now, do you feel like knockback resistance is very important? Like, is it very annoying that you get knocked back, or not so much?
Feeling like killing fast enough.
Okay. If it's a problem, then the link skill for Mihail will help you a lot.
Is it permanent? 100%.
Oh, it's an active skill, so you have to put it on a button and use it. Yeah. If you have a little bit of buff duration, then if it's level 3 at like level 210, then it's pretty much 100% uptime. If you have a lot of buff duration, then you can get 100% uptime with level 2 link, but that's probably not going to happen for your character. You'll need like buff duration in the Legion, in the inner ability, and like all of the other sources. So that's why sometimes Mihail, people use it for Terra Burn so that they can get to 210 for the link skill so that they can give knockback resistance to all their other characters. It's mainly useful for bossing, so that you don't get pushed into things that kill you. But for mobbing, it's it can be useful just to stop you from getting frustrated by getting knocked around. Because sometimes you're on a platform, then you get pushed off, and it's super annoying. But yeah, if you're mainly flying through the map with pulling your Tengus through the entire map, then that's not going to be as much a problem. I just noticed it says MP here instead of mana. Damn. Inconsistency right there.
Yeah, I might get data skill from Mihail. But yeah, currently I'm just trying to get most efficient way to farm money. It's right now the most important thing to me.
Yeah, there are some good maps in Esfera, but yeah, if the changes do happen, I think people will still keep farming on Kanna because there's a limited amount of totems. So it'll always be good to have it on the to have it in case your Night Lord runs out of totems and you still want to make money, you still feel like playing. It'll be a valuable part of your account for sure.
6 months still. Wait.
Yeah, the big countdown.
Yeah, right now I'm grinding at RP3.
RP.
Lechuline.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good there. So
yeah,
it's not fast, not slow.
Not slow.
But it's actually fine.
Have you tried Weekend Dreamkeepers? Have you tried that map? I think it's like 2 maps to the right. It's very close. It's a pretty big map, and has a lot of monsters in it.
Yeah, I tried already.
Oh yeah, was that one also good or not as good?
It's like way better to stay at RP3 because you're just staying on bottom and spamming Shikigami and Tengu.
Yeah, and you can put your summons
up and down, and place Kishin on top right.
That map used to be really bad because the drops would fall like everywhere, and there were like small extra platforms everywhere, and it would take forever to loot all your money because it would drop in like really weird places, and people would get very triggered because they made so much money, but they waste so much time to actually loot it. So they redid the platforms on a lot of the maps in Lechaline for that.
Okay.
I'm thinking if there's anything more. Oh yeah, the Phantom will also give you Meso-Obtain in the Legion, so that's also why it's nice. I forgot to mention that.
It's what I fought to burn.
Yep.
Phantom.
Yeah, it's for your overall account. It's very good because a lot of characters start with low crit, and crit for new characters is super useful. Really, really good.
I have to aim for 100% crit, right? Oh no.
On Arcana, if you're just going to be farming, it's not as important, right? Because your summons don't deal crit, so you can get away with much lower. Eventually, you'll get more and more crit from a lot of sources, and then you'll put more in hyperstat, and then you have the decent sharp eyes. You'll maybe have one of the 2 links. So I would just try without crit, and then see how far you get. And if you really have trouble killing because the non-crits really on Tengu are like stopping you a lot, then work more on crit. But at that point, it's going to be more like specifically which characters, applying the links, hyperstats, and that'll get you very far already.
And yes, I'm playing on EU Reboot.
I play on EU. I see. Oh yeah, so you actually have access to the maps, because in NA people are like, "Why are you even making a farmer? All the maps are full." But you actually have access to maps, so that's a good bonus.
Cool.
All right. Is there anything else about maybe for your Night Lord, or just in general that you are wondering about?
I think I will talk later to you when the time comes and I start my Night Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Doing all the stuff, bossing.
Yeah, maybe some specific tips for some bosses.
Yeah, it's still gonna take it some time.
Mm-hmm.
Till I get there.
Yeah, but it'll be fun, I think, and you're well on your way, so it won't take too long.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna spend around 2 months on Kanna right now.
Yeah,
before I get my Night Lord.
Just doing so much money, so many nodes.
Yeah, it's so much to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so I mentioned it before, but make sure that you save up your Legion coins for now. Make sure you do those, right? And make sure you save up your Legion coins for the rank up of your Legion. Because if you make a lot of new characters, you're going to be ranking it up really, really quickly. And they're going to be like explosive growth in the beginning. And then you just slowly level the ones you have a little bit. And then once your Legion is kind of like not really going to be growing that much anymore and going to be upgrading, then you can start spending much more on the Legion wealth potions as well to get better rates. Oh, and do you know about wealth acquisition potions?
Oh.
So you know about the Legion wealth potions, right?
Yeah.
So what also stacks with that, so you can get 100% meso obtained from your equips, right? That's why the 5 lines. And then you can get them...
120% with whips, right?
With inner ability, you can get another 20. So that's the 120 that people usually talk about. And then you can get extra from the Phantom card, right? That's like 3 or 4 probably. And then the extra you can get is the Legion Wealth coupon, and then also Wealth Acquisition Potion, which is 2-hour potion, which is, same length as a totem. That also gives you extra meso. It says it gives you meso drop rate, but it actually gives you meso obtain. And you get the recipes from bosses like Rudibus, Arcarium, Zakum. They can drop it. So if you're doing a lot of Zakums and a lot of mules, you'll probably get some recipes there as well, and you can trade the recipes to your character. What you need is a character that has high level alchemy to be able to make the potions, and you will need juniper berry seed oil. Juniper is like the biggest seed, like big green thing with a little purple thing on top. And you need to turn that into the oils, and the oils are like very thick purple, like very clear purple liquid. Those can drop from the gold flowers. So any big flowers you see, always harvest those for those resources. So you'll need 10 seed oils, and those are pretty rare. And the few philosopher's stones that you get from extracting your gear. Do you know about extracting?
Yeah.
And then you put those two together, and then you'll just have to buy some like potion bottles in Ardent Mill, but that's always there. And then for 10 of those oils and a few philosopher's stones, you'll make 3 potions, and every potion lasts 2 hours, so that's 6 hours worth. And if you make if you use the recipe, you can craft it, and then the recipe will be active for 24 hours, but there's a cooldown in between crafting. I think it's 5 minutes in between. I think
cooldown on crafting. I tested yesterday.
Yeah. So you want to make sure that you get a lot of juniper, and then just do like one session where you make a bunch of potions, and then you just save up recipes and materials for a while later, and then you craft another bunch.
And then just do a 20 hours farming.
Yes, yeah, something like that, yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
Rest. First I save all my Legion coins for character slots.
Yes.
It's the most important thing.
Yeah, because if you make a lot of new characters, the Legion is gonna explode like crazy. Especially if you throw in a Terrorburn here, and if maybe there's some kind of leveling event there, then it goes very quickly.
Is Beast Tamer also coming out?
Yes, Beast Tamer will also be available together with Zero.
Damn, so much.
Yeah, so many characters to make.
Already 3 characters.
Yep. I think there was a certain point when I was working on Legion that I was making like 3 or 4 characters a day just to get them all out there and then slowly leveling them up. It's so many levels.
Crazy.
You get like 3 characters from like 50 to 80 and it's like boom, 90 levels in your Legion so fast. And then once you get to 100 with just one Zakum, it's easily from 100 to like 106 or 108 or something. It's super duper fast with the arms. And then usually I just don't log into them at all. I just log in, do Zakum, log out, and then come back the next day for free easy levels. Nice. And then start on another one. Yeah.
Hey.
And there's also a lot of mages, so that will give you a lot of intellect as well for the Kanna. That'll help. But yeah, you know where the grid is, so you can find which ones are most important.
Well, at least I have a plan right now.
Yeah. Well, you already had a good plan with the dailies, right? Added a few things.
Thing with the dailies was like my first thing before I start anything.
Mm-hmm.
Do my dailies first before I start grinding, doing more characters.
Mm-hmm.
And
have you thought about moving it into like a grid instead?
I already did it, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah, because then it's easier to do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you can just tick the box, right? It'll be easier, I think, to keep track if you did it or not. I usually start stuff in in like WordPads too, but then a lot of times I'm like, fuck, this would be better in a sheet, and then I move it over. Yeah, I don't think you're missing anything. Well, once you get to doing Chaos Populatus, make sure you check the video.
Oh yeah.
That should help you out. A lot of people said it was very helpful for them, especially with Night Lord. A little bit harder to survive, right? Because you have no iframe, so you'll have to be more on top of the mechanics and jumping around more.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
I might talk to you again.
Yes. Well, look forward to it, man. And then you'll be way stronger, and you'll tell me about all the things I said right and all the things I said wrong, so you can do it even better next time.
For sure.
All right. If there's
all right. That's it so far, and thank you so much for waiting.
Yeah, no problem.
Late today, but yeah, at least we did it.
Yeah, it's okay. We got our flag race in, and people are waiting for Ursus, so everyone's okay with that. So we'll get our Ursus run done, and I wish you best of luck.
Yeah, thank you, and keep continue with the content.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Nice.
Thank you for.
One thing, are you playing on NA or EU?
I play on NA. Yeah. When I came back, there was no EU reboot yet, and I didn't want to play a non-reboot. It just didn't.
Because starting from one again.
Well, I had some characters, but yeah, it would basically feel like starting from nothing because my gear was like 4 years old, so which basically means you have nothing, right? Because the game is always changing. Yeah, and just how the economy was in non-reboot, and the players just pay to win, and yeah, it wasn't really for me, but I just checked out Reboot to see if it was better, and I really liked it, so that's why we're still here.
Did you play pre-Big Bang?
Yeah, I played 17,000 hours between 2005 and 2012. I played a lot. Yeah, pretty crazy amount of hours.
Well, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now we're back at 10,000 since 2016, so we're going hard.
So you had all the experience with third job and...
Yeah. Third, fourth, Buccaneer when it came out to level 160 something, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Different game back then, for sure.
Completely different. back then it was just grinding
Oh
all
yeah,
day.
endless grinding.
80, 100 hours for one
Well,
level.
actually, it wasn't endless grinding because you couldn't afford endless grinding because the potions cost too much. You had to do quests and make money, otherwise you couldn't afford potions.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. You had to farm for money.
Yeah, or resell in the market, or get lucky scrolling, or yeah. Otherwise, you couldn't level.
Mm.
Really different now.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you in chat.
Very much.
And yes, you're welcome, and good luck, man.
All right. See you around.
Viel Erfolg.
Bye.
Ja. Tschüss.
Ciao.
Ciao. Nice. All right. Get in there. Hit the bear once. Once we get in there, go to the sides. Well, my mom hasn't complained yet. Get in there. Hit the bear once. Move to the sides. Buff up. Hold tab to see if everyone else loaded in properly and did damage as well. What the fuck? I'm on this side. And once you see that everyone did, we destroy the bear. And to the people watching at home on YouTube, thank you for watching. I hope it was informative and helped you guys out a lot with like prioritizing upgrades when you're making a farming Kanna. And in